don't look now, but the Iowa Western baseball team is having a ball. The 24th ranked Reavers swinging away against the Warriors. In the swing of things with the Iowa Western golf team, from tee to green and everywhere else. Up, and away with the Reavers indoor champion. Now he's landed here, but he's headed where?
Hi, I'm Emmett Statzer, the head track and field coach at Iowa Western Community College. The Bluffs Sports Zone starts now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now, finally, the Iowa Western baseball team is finally getting some love in the polls as the Reavers crack the top 25 and come in at number 24. But you know what? Just keep winning and the rankings will take care of themselves. Now, Mark Reardon and company riding a 9-game winning streak heading into a 4-game weekend set against the winless Warriors. The Reavers set to go to bat against Division III Ridgewater. Bottom of the first. Jordan Schlehuber skies to right field, and it's an adventure. The sophomore from Colorado legs it all the way to third. Doug Parrott knocks him in with a sac fly. Now, the Warriors get it back and then some in the second. Corey Dixon drives one to the gap. 2-run score, the visitors up 2-1. Bottom of the inning. Jacob Sheldon Collins, his only hit. Alex Crowell comes in 3-2 Iowa Western. Chew on this. Both clubs combined for 7 hits in the first 2 innings. Ridgewater ties it in the third, and then the home team, its only error in the go-ahead run, hustles around 4-3 Warriors. Looking for more in the fifth. The visitors, 6 hits overall. Mitch Champagne doubles down the line. Starter Sean Johnson then picks him off third. Catcher Caden Moore runs him down. And mark it down, pitcher to third to catcher. 4-4 in the seventh. The Reavers' third pitcher, Drake Robinson, gets a big K with the runner on third to end the threat. Bottom of the seventh. Jordan Schlehuber, his second hit of the game, also scored twice. And then number 4 steals second. Iowa Western swipes 3 overall. Quinn Carpenter, his third hit, a scorcher down the line. Schlehuber comes in with the winning run. The Reavers outgut Ridgewater 5-4.
You play 56 of them. They're not all going to be perfect. I really didn't have us winning that one. I mean, you know, we hung in and did enough. It comes down to one of those little sayings of, you know, they were trying to do just enough to not lose instead of maybe going out and winning.
Really clutch that my teammate at second, he had picked up the catcher's signs, so that helped out a lot. New fastball was coming, so I just tried to be on time and hit it hard.
Did you feel the pressure at all? Because that would have been a big win for them.
You always feel a little pressure, but I've been put in situations like this before, so I have the experience that I didn't feel it as bad as some people would have.
There's standards here, and these kids know them, and they feel them, and they wanna attain them, and so they're a little bit disappointed, even though we won going into the second game, and I really haven't said anything to them.
He didn't have to. Game 2, Ridgewater. Look out, 2 errors in the first inning. Jake Scudder with the RBI base hit. Iowa Western grabs a quick 3-zip lead. Second inning. With the wild pitch, the Reavers score 2 more to go up 5-0. More than enough for starter Nick Thayer. The sophomore right-hander gives up just 3 hits, strikes out 3, walks 1, and Iowa Western KOs the Warriors 10-0 in 5. Not a bad way to start a weekend series, huh? Little later, the Iowa Western golf teams take their cuts as well, but next up, Reavers Ridgewater, rounds 3 and 4, when we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank. Hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
I mean, the way I see it, Ridgewater's a winless D3 team. Iowa Western, Division I, and, well, you know the rest. Now, these are games the Reavers should win. And of course, I know it doesn't always happen that way. But as even Mark Reardon has said, there's standards here. And with it comes expectations. And the players know it. Here's IWTV student Austin Heinen.
A windy afternoon at Doc Ross Field. Iowa Western wins the first game 7-1, looking now for a sweep. First two innings, nothing going for the Warriors. Braden Young sends Austin Thies back to the bench. Bottom of the third, no score. Josh Newell a base hit. Reavers now with a man on base. Jacob Sheldon Collins granting assistance. Smack towards the shortstop. Runners now on first and second. Jordan Schlehuber gets involved. Bunts hit, and Eric Smith, the pitcher, doesn't know where to go. Base is loaded. Next up, David Parrott. A pop fly towards center field. He's out. Newell breaks the ice, though, bringing in a run. Home team up 1-0. Next batter, Quinn Carpenter. A smack between first and second reloads the bases. Ryan Merrill at the plate. Ooh, take your base, sir. Sheldon Collins brings in another run for Big Blue. Iowa Western up 2-0. Still in the third, Alex Krupa whacks it towards center field, but Mitch Champagne ends the inning. Top of the fourth inning, Warriors look to respond. Young will have none of it. Easy delivery to Jake Scudder to end the inning. Getting to the bottom of it, Iowa Western 9 hits for the game. Newell had 2 of them. This one bouncing past first base. Sheldon Collins joins the club with 2 hits of his own, sneaking it between third and second base. Home team now with a couple runners on. Parrott returns to the plate. Ouch. 2 batters get hit total for the Reavers. Bases once again are loaded. Jake Scudder trying to increase the lead. Whack towards the shortstop. First baseman Brady Smith makes the catch but has to extend to bring it in. Reavers come up empty, but Young's pitching is too good. The freshman, a complete game. 1 hitter, strikes out 8. Big Blue sweeps away Ridgewater 2-0.
Winning games the way like you're really supposed to. I mean, we throw strikes, we score a couple runs, we make less mistakes than the other team, and we end up winning. We've always been tough at home. It's a big ballpark. It's bigger than most places. You know, we have the turf infield, so we get a lot of games in when people can't. So, you know, people like to come here and play, but yet it's a little intimidating with the size.
The Reavers have now won 13 straight games. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
Thanks, Austin. And then there's the softball team. The Reavers have yet to play a game at home, but that hasn't stopped Lana Ross and Iowa Western. The Reavers dropped Central twice, 14-1 and 4-2. IWCC then travels to the Crowder Bash Tournament in Joplin, Missouri. Rachel Hanks, a one-hitter, strikes out 11. Iowa Western wipes out Maplewoods 9-0. The next game goes 8 innings. The host school ekes out a 3-2 win. Now the Reavers show a lot of guts and score 2 runs in the 7th. Game number 3, all Butler. The Grizzlies jump out 8-1 and hold on 8-4. Iowa Western sits at 9-12, but help is on the horizon. The Reavers home sweet home for the first time on March 19th. Iowa Western steps in against Maplewoods. Now this guy takes another step towards national and even international recognition. But first, to the forefront with some Reavers duffers after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sportsmed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed Sportsmed partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed Sportsmed.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Hey? God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities. to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
There's a fall and a spring season when it comes to junior college golf. Iowa Western, plenty of chances to tee it up. Plenty of chances to gain some recognition, and the Reavers are doing just that. Now, the men's team finished third in the nation in the fall, and the ladies, well, much like the guys, chipping away as well, and much like the men, with an All-American or two. Here's IWTV student Aaron Zach.
It's a sound that every golfer loves to hear, a metal club making contact. But it's also an important one, signifying that spring is now in session. The Iowa Western men's and women's golf teams are back out on the course. The Reavers tee it up with more drive, determination, and desire to win a national championship.
I honestly feel that we're one of the best teams in JCAA. We have an addition to our squad, and I think we honestly have a great chance to win nationals.
Yeah, it was a good experience going to Texas to play in the national championship, and obviously we were All-Americans, so.
Not many people thought I can play collegiately, and you know, the fact that we don't have much, and other schools like in Texas, like Odessa and all of them, have whatever they want, and for us to be able to, you know, become like kind of the underdogs and win, that'd be pretty cool.
We haven't had much chance to go outside and practice or anything, so I mean, if we could be able to beat some of the best teams and not having this like opportunity as them, it would obviously mean a lot.
The 2013 fall season came with success. Iowa Western qualified for the NJCAA National Championship for the 5th year in a row, finishing the year 6th in the nation, the best ever showing in program's history.
You know, as coaches, that's sort of the thing that we all strive for is to have a national championship ring, and you know, to be as close as we were last year, you know, to where you can almost taste it. I think it's one of those things where you start to realize that it's not just a dream anymore, and it's something that could happen. To be as close as we were, to where you could, you know, and I saw my great friends Jordan Carver and Brad Sylvie win a national championship this year, and Scott Strohmeyer's got his ring, and Mark Reardon's got a couple, and Emmett Statzer just had another national champion this last weekend. I mean, I do feel like it's sort of our time. I don't look at it like it's my time, it's like it's our time. And not just with the men's team, but with the women's team too.
As for the women, they won the NJCAA Region 11 Championship for the 3rd consecutive season. Joanna Yanez became the 3rd straight Reaver to claim the individual title.
Well, I think everyone gives the best, and they are good players. And like in golf, is doesn't mean that you will be in every tournament the best, because you can have up and downs. like every tournament is different, but when we went to the nationals, like be around with all the best teams and playing and be there for like 1 week and then like see what is the high level and know that you are there, like makes you feel like good.
Jordan Carter is making her debut as a Reaver. After initially giving up being a student athlete, one phone call changed everything.
When Tyler had called my dad got really excited, and I was really iffy about it at first, but then Tyler had described, how great their program is and their ranking, and so that kind of persuaded me to come over here.
While Jordan transferred to Iowa Western from Grand Canyon University, she thinks it's a good idea to start at a junior college level.
I think working your way up from a junior college to a Division I is easier, and you'll get the chance to learn easily instead of just being pushed into a top-tier program.
The Reavers placed 7 golfers on the 2012-2013 All-Region team. Yanez became the first from the women's side to gain All-American honors. Jose Paleo and Max McGrail received scholarships to Utah and were named to 3 different All-American teams, the first in school's history. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Aaron Zach, and I'll see you on the course.
Thanks, Aaron. Next up, our play of the week. Who's the eager Reaver? On the other side.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
Jack Frost?
You do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not a minute 45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
The Iowa Western track and field team looking to enjoy another solid season outdoors. The Reavers crossed the line first and captured a regional title at home in 2013. Indoors, outdoors, it doesn't matter for a certain triple jumper from the Bahamas. In fact, he's posted one of the best jumps in the world. Here's IWTV student Michael Byland.
55 feet, 1.5 inches indoors. And with that, Latario Colley-Mins won his second triple jump national title in early March.
When you get a two-time national champion, that shows consistency in your program. The thing I love the most probably about Latario is that he's what I like to call coachable. He'll do anything you ask him to do. As long as he understands it, it's going to make him better.
I just came to Iowa Western so I could get my associate's degree and transfer to a Division I school. 5 Division I's look at me so far. We have Arkansas, Florida Gators, Texas A&M, Florida State, and Kentucky. I have a lot of stuff to work on. As like I said, I have to work on my foot contact to the floor and I have to get faster.
Growing up in the Bahamas, Latario always had someone to look up to.
My role model is Levan Sands. He's a former triple jumper for the Bahamas, so he encouraged me to triple jump.
Being the first 2-time champion in Iowa Western track and field history, Latario said that just motivates him to get the third. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Michael Byland.
Thanks, Michael. And now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. This Reaver sophomore has gone where no other Iowa Western track and field athlete has gone before. His jump of over 55 feet is not just the 10th best triple jump in the world, but it's longer by at least a foot than anyone in Division I. Two-time NJCAA National Triple Jumping Champion, Latario Colley-Mins, with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Face-to-face classes start every 8 weeks, right here in Council Bluffs. Yes, the spring season is in full bloom. Well, almost anyway. The high schools have yet to get outside, but that's coming soon, real soon, and we'll be there. So, for the latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.